Hi everybody, Chris Frame here and welcome to another cruise news update. And today we're going to be talking about the Villa Vie Odyssey, which has just departed on its 3.5-year cruise, quite delayed compared to when she was supposed to set sail. The ship itself is a 24,344 gross ton vessel, which goes by the name of Odyssey under the Villa Vie Residences brand. The ship has currently set sail from Belfast on her 3.5-year cruise, which will see the vessel meander around the world, taking in ports with residents living on board. This is quite a unique and novel idea, attempted a number of times in the past, and this ship itself was not without its own challenges, with the vessel having been delayed in Belfast for a long period of time. In fact, the vessel was purchased by Villa Vie Residences in February of 2024. The vessel was sent to the Harland & Wolff shipyard in Belfast for refurbishment in April of 2024. Harland & Wolff, of course, is very famous for being the builders of Titanic, but they were also involved in many construction projects over the years, having also built the Canberra, and were increasing their presence in the refurbishment market. The refurbishment in Belfast took longer than expected, but it did require an awful lot of work. The ship, which had been laid up since the 2020 pandemic, required some extensive engineering updates, including new rudder stocks, as well as a gearbox. The sailing date was pushed back to September of 2024, and the vessel was eventually handed over to Villa Vie Residences. The vessel set sail with residents on board on the 30th of September. However, she then anchored just off the coast of Belfast and didn't leave until the 3rd of October. It just gives you a bit of an insight as to the challenges of establishing a new residence at sea offering on a ship that had been laid up for such a long period of time. The ship itself started its life all the way back in the 1990s, when Crown Cruise Line placed an order for a small cruise ship, the Crown Dynasty. The ship was one of two sisters, the other being Crown Jewel. This video is brought to you by me and my new book, The Evolution of the Passenger Ship. In The Evolution of the Passenger Ship, we've brought years' worth of research together to create a book that takes you on a journey from the dawn of passenger shipping right the way through to the modern behemoths that we see in the cruise market today. By reading this book, you'll understand the transitions that have taken place as ships have developed from small sailing vessels to massive modern-day cruise ships. The Evolution of the Passenger Ship is available at all good bookshops, and if you make a purchase, you help us by supporting the channel. Thanks so much, and now back to the video. From 1993 through to 1997, the ship operated as the Cunard Crown Dynasty under Cunard management. After leaving Cunard, the ship jumped around a bit, first going to Majesty Cruise Line and sailing as Crown Majesty. However, that didn't last for long, and she was later transferred to Norwegian Cruise Line and sailed as Norwegian Dynasty. She stayed with them from 1997 through to 1999, when she was then transferred to the Commodore Cruise Line and renamed Crown Dynasty once again, returning to her original name. In 2001, however, the ship found stability when it was purchased by the Fred Olsen Cruise Line and renamed Braemar. She was given extensive refurbishment and entered service with them in 2001. In 2008, the ship undertook a mammoth refurbishment where it was stretched, receiving a 31-metre hull extension in the centre of the ship. This also increased the ship's passenger capacity and its tonnage. She returned to service with an altered profile and sailed with Fred Olsen until 2020 when she was laid up during the COVID-19 pandemic. It was from this layup that Villa Vie Residences purchased the ship and put it into service as Villa Vie Odyssey. Now, the images that you've been seeing on the screen are what the ship looked like when she was in service as a Braemar. I had an opportunity to tour the ship in Southampton with Fred Olsen Cruises. Villa Vie Residences have made some alterations to the interior of the ship, but this just gives you a slight idea as to what the internal spaces look like on board. So with the ship now at sea, she'll commence her 3.5-year journey. It'll be interesting to see how successful this venture is. What do you think of the Villa Vie Residences and their new ship Villa Vie Odyssey? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope to see you on board.